Pomeranian fields, a fertile stretch of land that brings in millions of dollars to Poland each year, have now turned into a battlefield. What was once a peaceful landscape of golden crops and quiet villages has become a war zone dominated by wild boars, relentless, destructive, and growing in number faster than anyone can control. With abundant food sources and soft, rich soil, these beasts dig up farmlands, destroy livestock shelters, and push the locals into deeper hardship with every passing season. Where farmers once walked with pride, they now tread with fear, knowing a single night is enough for a herd of boars to undo months of hard work. So, what must be done to put an end to this destruction? Join us and witness the fierce confrontation with these monstrous creatures ahead. At the break of dawn, our team had already gathered at the rendezvous point. A thin mist floated above the grass, and the cold morning air carried the faint scent of pine and soil. We wasted no time. Gear was checked, rifles loaded, radios tested, and hunting dogs prepared. Each of us took our assigned position, spreading out across the fields like soldiers readying for a long and brutal campaign. Once I reached my hideout, I checked my weapon once more, ensuring the scope was clean, the bolt smooth, and the safety in place. Then I settled in, barely breathing, poised and ready to engage the moment the target appeared. 15 minutes passed in complete silence. Not even the birds dared to break the stillness. Then suddenly, the barking of the hunting dogs echoed from deep within the forest. The sound rippled through the fields like a shock wave. My breath tightened. I listened closely, tracking the prey's movement through the tone and rhythm of the hounds' voices. And then, I saw it. A wild boar burst from the bushes, sprinting madly across the lush green field in a desperate attempt to flee. Its massive body tore through the grass like a plow, kicking up chunks of dirt behind it. Seizing the moment, I raised my scope, aligned the crosshairs, and squeezed the trigger. The shot echoed. The beast collapsed instantly, sinking into the earth in the middle of the field. On the eastern side, Henry was already in position, hidden among the tall grass. Then, without warning, a massive wild boar, easily around 400 pounds, exploded out of the greenery. It bolted like a shadow in motion, panicked and desperate, dashing across Henry's line of sight at incredible speed, Think it got away? Not a chance. Henry wasn't about to let that monster escape. He raised his rifle with lightning-fast precision, aimed in a split second, and fired multiple shots. The boar staggered, stumbled, and finally fell over 100 meters from where Henry stood. The man's accuracy was unmatched, an anchor of our team. We moved on again, this time into a field filled with chest-high dry grass. Every step through the brittle stalks crackled underfoot as we followed the tracks imprinted in the earth. From a distance, I spotted a dark figure slowly foraging a wild boar. Completely absorbed in searching for food, unaware of the danger lurking nearby. I crept closer, inch by inch, keeping my breathing steady, making sure my boots didn't crunch too loudly. Once I found a good vantage point, I steadied myself, adjusted my stance, gripped the rifle firmly, and pulled the trigger. One shot, clean and precise. Another threat removed from the land. We then moved to a freshly harvested field, an ideal spot where boars often come to scavenge after crop season. While getting into position, Henry spotted a group of boars rummaging near the edge. They were completely unaware they were being watched. He didn't hesitate. Henry crept forward, raised his rifle, and fired the first shot. As expected, the herd erupted into chaos, scattering in every direction. More shots followed. Several boars went down, but a few managed to flee into the neighboring field. We weren't about to let them escape. Immediately, we moved into the grassy field next to it. The tracks were still fresh, deep imprints, showing exactly where they had run. We spread out, scanning the area. Then, we found them. 2 wild boars digging furiously in the middle of the field, tearing at the roots with reckless force. I raised my rifle and locked onto the biggest one, another beast well over 400 pounds. Without hesitation, I pulled the trigger. The boar collapsed instantly, but the second one reacted with astonishing speed, dashing into the forest and vanishing like smoke before any of us could fire again. The sun was fading quickly, turning the sky into a blend of orange and purple. We hurried to track down the remaining boars before darkness made the hunt impossible. 10 minutes later, the urgent barking of the dogs erupted again from deep within the forest. The sound was frantic, desperate. Something big was happening. Then
If you'll enjoy this video, please like and subscribe my channel for more information.